Okay, is this live? Let us see. Yeah, it's starting. Okay. Let's see here. Alright. I just need to see if the stream is stable. Alright. Is the stream stable? It says that it's live, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, hey. Hello. I'm just seeing if my frame rate is steady. I think it is. Okay. Welcome to the Tech Podcast number 3. Yes, I am doing one I just did one 2 days ago, but I'm deciding to do another one just because I missed a week. So now I'm just going to do, one today and then obviously one next week. So, yeah, let's tell about the story. So I'm just gonna go into. I'm not gonna go into the main story right now, but here's some interesting news that we have today. The Realme V5 um, appears in hands-on shots, so pretty interesting there. It must have been in some sort of not the Realme store, but maybe it was by a Realme developer or something. I'm not sure, but it doesn't tell us in the article who it's from or anything like that. But let's see some information. Realme has been busy with its product launches, as we know that, and so they're gonna bring their new V series on August 3rd. August 3rd. Pretty interesting because August 3rd is also the day of the Pixel 4. So now I have to decide if there's some sort of launch event for the Pixel 4, then I'm going to probably watch that. But the Realme V5, so let's see some information about it. Well, this has a 6.5-inch IPS LCD display with a 1080p resolution. Okay, so that's not that bad. Now, I'm not sure what the price tag of this is, because it doesn't say here, and it didn't say in the information, because I searched up Realme, before this video, I searched up Realme V5 price, and it didn't, on this specific site called Kimovo, I think, and it didn't give any results, so I'm not really sure yet. It's probably going to be, I'm assuming it's probably going to be around the price, maybe a little bit higher than the, Realme 6, maybe? It really depends. It doesn't say whether this will have a 90 Hz display, but it does say that this will have a 48 megapixel primary shooter, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and 2 megapixel units, one for macro, one for depth. So it looks like this camera setup, let's see here. So this camera setup looks pretty similar to like a P40 Pro or a what's another one? Not the S20 Ultra, not really. I guess kinda, because it seems like it has some sort of text here. I guess kinda, but it looks like kind of a budget smartphone. It really looks like it. Now, comes with the Dimensity, the new Dimensity 720 chipset. So that's actually a really new chipset that MediaTek just released a couple weeks ago or a week ago. And it comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM, so pretty good amount of RAM, and 128 gigabytes of storage, and 30-watt charging, and a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Very impressive. So originally said July 27th, I guess. So this looks like a very similar phone, besides the camera setup, to the Realme 6, because I've actually seen the Realme 6, and I might even do an unboxing video. I have the unboxing video, but I don't know if I'm going to release it. I might just have parts of it, because it's pretty silly video and stuff like that. So might not release it, because it's pretty unprofessional video. So, yeah, but we'll see here. I need to check if my stream is still, not laggy or anything. I could see, yeah, but we'll see here. Of it because it's pretty silly video. Okay, it just seems like it's pretty low quality. Let me see. Okay, actually it seems pretty good now. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'll keep a look on that, actually. You know what I would think would be kind of cool if Realme started to get into like some other industries, just like I said about OnePlus. I think that Realme should do some sort of tablet or laptop. Oh, and speaking of laptops and tablets, well, speaking of tablets, Huawei launches their new MatePad 10.8-inch device, as well as the Enjoy 2 tablets and the TalkBand B6 and a kid smartwatch. So a lot of things here. This was posted on July 30th, so actually I think that's today. Is today? I've been completely messed up on what day it is, but I believe July 30th is today. So here it is. The MatePad 10.8 is official, and there is a second tablet. So let's talk about the MatePad 10.8 inch because that's the main one. This seems like it will probably be okay. Let's see. So the tablet uses a 10.8 IPS LCD with a 280 ppi pixel density. Uses a stylus. That's pretty interesting. Actually, kind of looks like maybe a kind of like a budget iPad, or actually, you know what this looks like? This kind of looks like the Samsung S6 tablet. I think no, not the S6. Like one of the old Samsung tablets because it has the logo and then also has the home button, I guess. And also has a keyboard, so it seems pretty good. 6 gigabytes of RAM. The Kirin 990, so that's flagship. So that's what's used on the Mate 40 Pro. That's really good. Android 10, but do remember that Android 10 doesn't mean there's no Google Play Store services or anything. Okay, so it has one single camera. No one really cares about that. Okay, so how much is this? $340. Well, that's a great deal, actually. That's a really good deal. It has the Kirin 990. That's really great, actually. Besides the screen doesn't look that good, but actually looks like a pretty great tablet. Besides, that it doesn't have Google Play services. Let's check out this next tablet. This is a cheaper tablet by this is the Enjoy Tablet 2. So I guess this wasn't expected or something. This starts at $230 for the 4 gigabyte and 64 gigabyte storage option, and it has a 1920 by 1200 pixel per inch screen, and that's 224 pixels per inch. So not a good amount, but that's a really bad downgrade. Yeah, in my opinion, I would choose the MatePad 10.8 inch. Like, I would want to spend that extra $110 because the Kirin 710A, I believe, is not that powerful. Yet doesn't have the best cores either. It has a smaller battery. So that's pretty interesting there. Yeah, I would probably rather get the MatePad 10.8, but obviously I wouldn't get any of them because I already have my iPad Air 2. And I actually really, really like this. I haven't been using it too much recently. I've actually been obsessed with, where is it? Where is my other thing? Oh my god, seriously, I had it like 5 seconds ago. Kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, it's right behind my computer. I've been using my PS Vita. So, yeah. So, yeah, as you can see, PS Vita, I've been using that mostly. And, yeah. So, oh, by the way, speaking of the PS Vita, on my second channel, I'm going to be doing, some extra videos because one of my viewers suggested that I should do some videos about some glitches on COD Declassified, and so that's going to just be on my second channel. It's not going to be on my main channel. Yeah, I just post secondary content. Sometimes I post some news on there, but mostly I don't post that much. So let's see what this next device is. So, oh, by the way, yeah, I know it's 480p. For whatever reason, if I do 720p, it just lags out too much, and then my frame rate becomes like 15 FPS. So I'm sorry about that. Um, yeah. So let's talk about the next one, and this is the Huawei TalkBand B6. So this one doesn't seem too interesting in my opinion. It seems like an okay smartwatch, um, but it doesn't seem like it will be that good, just because it's not running on any particular software and doesn't have that big of a battery actually. Even though it says only 120 milliamp hours, they say 3 days. I'm not really sure about that because many like smartwatches that like the Series One, I believe, has like a 300 milliamp hour battery, so much bigger. Oh, but what's impressive that it charges over USB-C? I did not know that. So pretty interesting there. And then there's this kid watch. So this kid watch, I don't know who wants a kid watch because most of those kid watches, and including this one, it seems like, have these really annoying things where you have a really really uncomfortable band and a really just it's really hard to use and things like not really hard to use, but it's just sorry about the background noise, but it's just really hard to it's just really ridgy, if that makes sense, or it has a lot of plastic in it, and so it kind of goes against your it goes against your wrist, and it does not feel good at all. Like I really don't like these kid watches. I think I actually had a kid watch at some point. It wasn't like it was not a smartwatch or anything like that, but it was a kid's watch, and I remember that thing was so uncomfortable. I couldn't like use like that like for a day. It was really not enjoyable. But some cool things is that it does have two cameras, so pretty cool there. Front facing camera and pretty impressive 8 megapixel camera. That doesn't sound like it's that good, but for a smartwatch, that's actually really great because most smartwatches that I've seen have like a zero point 0.3 megapixel camera, 0 point something megapixel camera. So it's really not impressive. So yeah, let's talk about the main news. And this was I don't know if this is on GSM Arena. Thought I saw it on GSM Arena. Um, where is it? Where's the main news? And then I'm going to go to some more just regular news. Okay, so it's not on here. I thought I saw it. But you could just automatically search it up and you'll like see it super easily. It's the trust laws. Here we go. Or not antitrust laws. Antitrust meeting between. Here, let me close this tab just in case this gets here. Let's antitrust. It's so laggy. Okay. Here you go. Did my computer seriously just crash? Okay. It's super laggy. It's ridiculously laggy. Okay. I thought it would be like better because like I'm barely loading one page. It's so annoying. Okay. Um anyway, here is some of the things. So basically what's happening is that all the tech companies are basically saying uh how they're they're doing these antitrust hearings against all these politicians, and so there's a lot of debate about if there's a competition, and also what's happening with for instance, like Tim Cook's App Store is is the 30% that app developer, the 30% that Apple's getting from Apple developers fair and stuff like that. So, so it's like, so it's basically so you can. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what antitrust is anyway. But yeah, it was just a pretty interesting story here. They had I believe, who was it? Um, right, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Tim Cook, and who's the guy from Google? Shadar. I'm completely forgetting on his last name. But anyway, um, basically Google, Apple, Facebook and Amazon were all doing talking about this basically, or in this hearing right here. And so it's funny because I watched the one with Tim Cook, and so he was saying how he recognizes how there's other, how they say, like, how they have, all the really great stuff and all these great things, and then they say all these terrible things, how they're like not the best. They have a ton of competition between, Huawei and Samsung. And you know what's really funny? When Tim Cook said Samsung, I just wanted to point this out. He was like, Samsung. He said it so funny. I don't even know how he said it, but it was really, really funny. You have to watch it for yourself because it was kind of funny. Um, but anyway, that was kind of the big news, the major news. And then the other news. Here's some other news from GSM Arena. This isn't as big news. I'm probably going to do it kind of like this, so I'm going to have two minor stories, one big story, and then some other minor stories. Here's a big one, actually. Or not a big one, but it's a pretty major one, I guess, because a lot of people have been, I know, interested in Samsung's M series, because it's kind of like, a lot of people in India use it, and a lot of people actually in the United States, it's pretty popular, I think. It's not as popular as the A series, but it's still pretty popular. Um, and probably if the M31S is released, then the A31S is going to be released. So let's see what's with this M31S. So this has an Infinity O AMOLED panel. Okay, so it has a 6,000 mAh battery, just like the previous. It didn't have a hole punch display last time, did it? I don't think it had a hole punch display. Oh wow, it has that IMX682 sensor. That's 64 megapixels. 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and two 5 megapixel modules, one for macro and another one for depth. Wow, that's pretty impressive actually. That's actually pretty impressive even for macro, because 5 megapixel macro is actually pretty great. How much is this? This is for $273. Wow. Pretty great deal that you're getting. You're getting an IMX 682. Now I do want to see what chipset. Here we go. 9611. That's actually not that bad. Because the A51, even though the A51 is actually pretty slow, 9611 is not that bad for a $273 phone. It has a hole punch and everything. And it has One UI Core 2.1. That's pretty weird. I don't think that my A01 has a core version on mine. Okay, it's dead right now. But I don't think mine had a core version. That's kind of weird. Let's see some more information about this device here. Okay. So we're getting 4K at 30 FPS video on both cameras. A Type-C, obviously. Not bad. I mean, even though it's not the fastest, it probably is not going to be the fastest. Pretty good. Seems pretty great. It was announced today, so pretty awesome. Should be pretty interesting. We'll keep you posted on this. Anyways, let's go on to some other news today. And this news is, where is the other one? Oh, here's some specs. The Vivo S7. Oh, this looks exactly like the Vivo X50 Pro. Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, it does look exactly like the Vivo X50 Pro, except on the front, because as you can see here, it kind of looks like, not like, it kind of might look like what's similar to the iPhone 12 next year, hopefully. I don't know. Looks pretty interesting. Let's see some of the specs here. We've got a 4,400 mAh battery, I'm assuming. Here, actually, no. Here you go. What does it say? It doesn't give you that much information, but dual selfie camera with a 44 megapixel primary sensor and dual selfie camera. Oh, and then a 64 megapixel main camera. Wow. So, and pretty similar to the X50 Pro. That's what I was saying. Snapdragon 765G. Now, how much is going to be this device on August 3rd? Wow. So we have now. So what's going official on August 3rd? The Vivo S7, the Pixel 4, and then what's the other one that I was talking about? The Realme, what is it called? Oh yeah, the Realme V5, right? The Realme V5. So we got 3 phones with the August 3rd release date. Pretty interesting day, August 3rd. So, wow, pretty excited for that actually. Here, let's see some more specs here. If we could actually see it. Just want to make sure this is not laggy still. Wow, pretty excited for that actually. Here, let's see some. Okay, it's a little bit laggy. Should be fine though. Yeah, it's fine now. Let's see. So this has. Here we go. Wow, this actually has some pretty great things about it, but it's probably going to be really expensive. 1080p, 401 pixels per inch density, 6.3 inches. No 90 hertz display or anything. It seems like, because usually we would say here. Good cameras though, really great. It seems like it will have pretty good cameras. I'm not a big fan of Vivo. I've never really liked Vivo. I liked the Vivo X50 Pro Plus, but I never really liked anything else about it, really, besides the cameras and the how it has that 120 hertz display. But it's really, really expensive. So yeah, let's go on to the next news. Okay, let's see. What is the next news? Do we have any more news? Oh, last thing. This was actually some pretty big news. Here you go. The OnePlus 8T passed through Geekbench on July 29th. I probably should have done the Talking About Tech yesterday because this is some pretty big news here. The OnePlus 8T got through Geekbench with a score of 912 and 3288, which is actually ridiculously similar to the OnePlus 8. Seriously, it's like the same exact score almost. But it does have it does confirm, I believe, that it is the OnePlus. It's probably the OnePlus 8T, and because the model number is KB2001, and so yeah, and so we're gonna get this around October, November, just like we're getting that the new OnePlus Nord that might be coming to the U.S. or probably it is coming to the U.S., which I talked about yesterday. So it has 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it will most likely have the 865 plus because that's what they do every single year so far, and it will probably have Android 11, and yeah, so pretty interesting there. Now there is some other minor stories, but there's nothing really much else to talk about. Yeah, there's not too much to talk about. I believe I talked about the what was it, the Z Fold? Yeah, the Z Fold 2. I'm not sure if I did, but most likely I did. Um, Now, yeah, there's the Mi 10 Pro Plus, which I could talk about, and it talks about how it has an overclocked CPU and GPU with a, I believe, almost 700,000 Antutu benchmark score. Pretty great there, and with a 120 hertz display and all this really cool stuff. 108 megapixel camera. That will probably be like one of the best phones of the year, I think. Um, and it comes with a customizable GPU. Pretty interesting there. But it should be pretty good. But yeah, there was not that much other news. Um, but pretty interesting. So just to sum up things, we have 3 new releases on August 3rd. So we have 3 new phones coming up, and I do want to show you guys one more thing. I actually pull it up on my phone here. See, because I don't want to pull it up on here because it's going to get too laggy. Let's so many drop frames. Okay. wait for the CPU to cool down a little bit, or I don't know why it's so laggy. Yeah, it's ridiculously laggy. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay. Okay. Just want to show this. All right. So I just wanted to show you on here the thing that I was doing. Yeah. It might be on my other account. Let's see. I don't know where it is. Title document. Okay. Let's see. I swear I had it on. So weird. Okay. Here. Come on, I have it at some point. Okay. Pretty sure I have it. Oh, it's on Sheets. Oh my god, I'm so smart. Okay. Okay. Let's go here. And here it is. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys something that I'm going to be working on. A full-on comparison of all the smartphones at the end of this year. So you can see I have all the smartphones here. So this includes like something like, you know, the iPhone 11, Samsung's all lines. Now I haven't been updating it recently, so I probably need to update it today. But not only you have probably things that you have no idea, like companies that you don't even know. I'm gonna do like the best smartphones, and I'm gonna like kind of rank all of them. But I'll probably just most likely just go over